Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Faye from Moonlit Ocean Waves. This video is a forecast for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs for the month of June 2019. If you would like to know what's in store for you in terms of business, career, and love for both singles and couples for the month of June 2019, then keep on watching. Just so you know, a Malay version of this reading is available. So if you're from Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore, and you would prefer to watch this reading in Malay, click on the link above and it will take you right over to that version of this reading. And without further ado, let's get started with the business reading first. So I have shuffled the deck off camera, casino style. All that's left to do is cut the deck and we're going to select the cards. So keep in mind that the reading in this video is general for the mass public. So take what does resonate and leave what doesn't. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, head over to the video description box below. I'll have a link to my website where you can have a look at the type of readings I do as well as my rates. And for your challenge in business, you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is someone who is very knowledgeable. He is able to communicate effectively and he cuts off any fluff when it comes to communication. And I get the feeling here that your challenge for the month of June when it comes to your business is articulating yourself. This could be that you may need to do a business proposal, or perhaps there is a workshop that you need to do. For Malaysians, I know there is such a thing as Shell Live Wire workshop, I think something like that, where you pitch your idea and the person who gets like the winning idea kind of gets mentorship and what have you. So it's kind of like that. There is something that you need to pitch. You're having trouble thinking of how to articulate yourself, okay? Like getting ready of your script, which angle to go in when it comes to explaining your business and why do you do the things that you do and what have you, okay? Communication, there's some challenge there when it comes to communication. And the solution here is the Empress. The Empress, I get the feeling here, okay, the Empress is about nurturing. It's a motherly figure. Almost all the Empress in any of the tarot card decks are pregnant. Okay, it talks about nurturing, love, motherly figure, and what have you. So what the advice here is, or the solution is, to show your love, show your passion. Okay, obviously, being able to articulate yourself is great, absolutely great. However, you must remember, or you need to remember, that passion and love for what you do really does shine through. Okay, there's no need to fluff when it comes to articulating yourself. You don't need to use big words. You don't need to seem intelligent in order to look seem intelligent, or I mean, obviously you are intelligent, but what I mean is that you don't need to showcase your intelligence by using big words, by beating not really beating around the bush, just by kind of like elaborating too much. You can be direct to the point, but the most important thing here is to show that you love what you do, you're passionate about what you do, and that you are in it for the long haul. Okay, so that is the solution here for you, Aries, in terms of business. So what do the oracle cards have for you in terms of advice? The advice that the oracle cards have for you here is stepping into power. You're strong beyond measure. I love this. I love it when oracle cards really do summarize what the oracle cards summarize what the tarot cards have to say, and that is stepping into your power. You're strong beyond measure. Your strength is in your passion. Your strength is in your love to what you do. It is that drives you to find a solution to whatever roadblocks that you find in that you face in your business. For example, if there's lacking of funds, you find ways to raise those funds. If there's equipment that you don't have, that maybe you cannot afford at this moment. You borrow, you rent, you find the way. So step into your power. Don't worry if you feel that you are not the type of person who can speak well or articulate yourself in a manner that is very suave and sophisticated. It's okay. Just make it clean, make it simple, have all the knowledge. Remember that this is not just about communication but also about knowledge. Have all the knowledge that you have, that you, and gain more that you feel that you need. And what's important is that you show, again and again I say this, show your passion, show your love that you have for your business, and show that you're committed to making this happen, that you're in it for the long haul, okay? And that you have a vision and a mission when it comes to your business. So now we go into the career portion of this reading. And your biggest challenge, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter signs for the month of June 2019 pertaining to career is Judgment. Judgment talks about the past coming back to in the present. Like maybe it may be a person, it may be a situation, like a scenario. Maybe in the past, for example, you face bullying in the workplace. Okay, so you've gone through 2 other jobs, and now in your current workplace you're experiencing the same thing again. So it's kind of like a deja vu kind of thing. Or it could be a person who comes back into your life when it comes to your career. Maybe you meet a former colleague that has turned into your colleague now, or has become your boss or something like that. Or a boss in the previous company now is your big boss in the current company. Just, something along those lines. I also get the feeling for some of you, when it comes to Judgment, it talks about wanting to be saved. If you look here, these people are like raising from the dead. They're like from their coffins. They're raising from the dead. They're asking to be saved by this angel. Okay? They're asking for salvation, to be saved. And I get the feeling here for some of you, you feel that you are in a situation that you cannot get out of, and you feel the need to be saved. It's almost like you're drowning in dread when it comes to work, but you feel that you cannot leave the job because you need the money. Okay? So, let's take a look at what is the solution for your challenge, your biggest challenge. One more shuffle. And the solution is the Hangman. The Hangman, number one, the Hangman talks about being stuck. Okay, they're stuck. They cannot get themselves out of this predicament. But in this reading, I feel that the solution here is actually the other meaning of the Hangman, and that is to see things from a different perspective. And in actual fact, you feel that you need someone to save me. But in actual fact, you are your own rescue. Look at it in a different perspective. A lot of people feel that they are disempowered in this situation. Okay, they want to get out of this job, but they're unable to. But have you tried looking in other jobs within the industry? If there is no job available, have you looked outside of the country? Okay, have you considered that? Have you considered going into a different industry? Have you considered doing a side hustle, something that does not require you to quit as of yet, but something you can earn on the side, okay, that could segue to a full-on business? These are some of the things that perhaps you have not considered. Okay, so open your mind more. Look at other potential avenues for you to be able to get out from this situation, to get out of this workplace that you currently are in. And this doesn't have to be small scale, like, oh, I want to get out from this particular company. For some of you, you're sick and tired of being in the industry that you are in, but you feel trapped because you feel, oh, I've worked in this industry for 10 years. If I were to switch industries, people wouldn't take me in. Okay, so try until you get someone who believes in you, that you can handle going into a different industry, or you look overseas within the same industry that you are in, or in a different industry overseas, or you, as I said, do something on the side so that that doesn't require you to stop working, but that can build and grow into something that can be like a full-on business for you. So these are the different things, the different avenues that you can find the solution for your situation, that you can rescue yourself from the situation. So let's take a look at what the oracle cards have to say to you. What advice do the oracle cards have to say? And that is first light, beginning a new cycle. Exactly. Again, I love it when oracle cards just like summarizes the tarot cards, the tarot card reading. First light, beginning a new cycle, beginning of something new. Okay, you can work in the same industry, but go outside of the country maybe. Go outside of the state. If all you've been is working in your district, in your state, work somewhere else. Consider going into a different country, to a different industry, to do something on the side that you've never done before maybe. Just consider something different. If there is no box, what would I do? If there is no box, where would I be? Ask yourself these questions. You can save yourself. Okay? Don't feel that you need something external to save you, or another person to save you. You can be your own rescue. Okay, so that is the business and career portion of this reading. I'm going to set aside these cards and make way for the love readings, and I'm going to start with the love readings for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus who are single. Okay, so I highly recommend that you watch other videos pertaining to your moon, rising, and Venus signs if you want to get an overall view of what's in store for you in terms of love for the month of June 2019. And if you want to get an overall view of what's in store for you in terms of career and business, then watch other videos pertaining to your moon, rising, and Jupiter signs. Okay, if you don't know what those signs are for you, head over to the description box below. There's a link to cafeastrology.com. Fill in all the details that it requires and it will generate your natal chart, which contains all the signs that I mentioned specifically for you. Okay, so when it comes to love, single Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, I get the feeling that I get the feeling that whenever people ask you, what is your ideal person? And when you tell them, people would scoff. Like, nah, a person like that does not exist. You feel that you're the only one who, you are made to feel like you're expecting too much, that your standards are too high, that your ideal person is a phantom, or it's a phantom that does not exist. Okay, and it seems like other people are happy to settle for let's put it this way, other people are happy to settle, but not you, and you feel alone in this, and people are kind of like judging you, like, what, you want a guy who is well off, who is caring, who is generous, who is loyal, who is good looking? That person doesn't exist. And deep in your heart, such a person exists. That men and women of quality exist. You believe that, and you believe that that person is for you. You just have not found that person yet. Okay, so the challenge here is that you feel doubtful about yourself. You're feeling like, am I really expecting too much? Am I really having too high of a standard, so much so that it's unattainable? So there's self-doubt here, because it's like you're having to defend yourself against other people pointing at you and judging you, even though it's really none of their business, right? If truth be told, it's like your ideal person, it's none of their business. And it's interesting here, 7 of Wands is your challenge, and your solution is the 7 of Cups. 7 and 7. Isn't that amazing? Now 7 of Cups can talk about daydream. It can talk about options. It can talk about confusion. But what I feel here is that 7 of Cups talks about having faith, having belief. If you can feel it in your gut that this person exists, then they can exist. Okay, and all there's left to do, and there are two school of thoughts when it comes to finding love. Some people believe that you have to be proactive. You have to go out there, share yourself to the world, participate in activities. Who knows, you may bump with someone you may be interested in. Well, some people is in the school of thought where you don't have to do anything. If it's meant to be, then that person will come to you. The universe will conspire things, arrange things that this person will meet you wherever you are. Even if you are meditating in a cave, that person will find you. So what I feel here is that taking the middle route, that is my what I believe in, and that is what I feel this card is showing. Like, yes, by all means, shop around, having options. 7 of Cups, this talks about having options. Yes, go out, have an open mind. If a person is interested and you feel that, okay, it's all right for me to get to know this person, then by all means, get to know the person. You might not know. Sometimes a person may look different on the outside, but on the inside, you see that, oh, there's depth to this person I never knew. I wouldn't have known this person is like this by looking at him. Okay, this person is quiet, but when he talks about topics that he's passionate about, he's like into skydiving and what have you, and you wouldn't have thought that he's the type of person looking at him being all quiet. Okay, so give people a chance by all means, but at the same time, hold true to your ideals, hold true to what you want in a person. Okay, hold on, have faith that yes, this person exists and I am searching for this person. I'm not like all out being desperate and hanging on to anyone who would pay me attention. No, get to know this person. Oh, okay, but this person doesn't have this aspect. This person doesn't believe in monogamy. Okay, you're interesting, but you don't believe in monogamy, which is sacred to me. Moving on. Okay, so take the middle route. Believe in what you want. Believe that it exists. At the same time, go out, meet people. Don't go out just to meet people. Go out to enjoy yourself. And if you meet someone, then that's great. Then give it a chance. Get to know the person. You might never know. Okay, because sometimes I always believe that we always need to have a list of what are the non-negotiables that a person must have in order to be your partner. What are the non-negotiables that a person must not have in order to be your partner, and what are the nice to haves. Okay, so he needs to be loyal, he needs to be monogamous, he needs to be faithful, he needs to have a career of his own. That is the non-negotiables. Okay, and on what he must have, and the non-negotiable of what he must not have. He must not be a drunkard. He must not, yeah, he can drink, but not to the point of being like knocked out and puking on the sidewalk like a teenager. That is an absolute no. That is a non-negotiable. What the nice to have traits would be, he knows how to cook. For example, he's romantic. That's like an additional, it's a bonus. It's not essential, but it's nice to have. Okay, so as I said, have faith, believe that a person that you would like, the traits in a person that you would like to have exists. The man or woman of your dreams can exist, do exist. It's out there. At the same time, keep an open mind, because sometimes your ideal person is packaged differently than you'd expect. Okay, so what do the oracle cards have for you in terms of advice? Is, oh my goodness, let your friends have you. I was expecting kind of like keep an open mind. There is a card that says keep an open mind here, but this card is just as good, which is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, how do I say this? I know, like I said, some people may sorry guys, some people may judge you for what your ideal person is. Okay, you say you want someone like this, A, B, C, D, E, and people say, girl, that's Jesus. He doesn't exist. You know, some people may say that, but some people do believe that that person exists for you. Okay, and if you have friends like that, lucky you, then by all means, sit with that kind of friend and run by. You know, do you really think that I'm expecting too much? Because sometimes, yes, I know there are women and men who expect way too much. Okay, that's like not Jesus, but Jesus and a half. You know what I mean? Like a saint or something. But yeah, just run by your friends and say, the friends that you can trust and have your best interest at heart, and say, do you really think that I'm expecting too much? Okay, I would like, if they say no and what have you, you know, you would like to meet someone. Maybe you know someone who is great, you know. Be open. Again, I keep saying this, be open. Let your friends help you. Let your friends introduce people to you, you know. You might never know. Like I said, your ideal person may be packaged differently than how you think they might be packaged. You know what I mean? So, now let's get on to the reading, the love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus who are partnered up. Okay. Let's cut the deck and start shuffling to select the cards. Whoa, okay. Challenge. Ooh, these are major arcana cards, the Magician and Justice. So the Magician talks about manifestation, having everything that you need to make things happen. At the same time, Justice talks about fairness, talks about kind of like karma. What you do will come back to you, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So something came to my mind just now, but it like fleeted into my mind and then flew away. For some of you, I feel here that, geez, I'm just going to say this, okay? For some of you, you were a player in the past. Some of you are a player in the past, okay? And you left a trail of broken hearts behind you. But now you found your your ideal person. But the challenge here is that you're afraid to love. You're afraid to love because you know those past hearts that you've broken is coming back to haunt you. You're afraid that if you enter into this relationship, karma will, you know, do unto you what you have done to others. You feel you don't deserve this person. Okay? You feel that this person is so wonderful, so pure, and I'm like a scum of the earth back in the day. I want to be good, but can I ever be good enough for him? Can I be good enough for her? Okay? And for some of you, I feel, this is the second group. For some of you, I feel that you want to be in love. Right? You want to be in love. And you found someone. You found someone, but because of past hurt, they want to go steady with you, but you're very apprehensive about it. Okay? Because keep in mind, this reading includes people who are exclusively dating as well. Doesn't have to be in a relationship. If you're exclusively dating, meaning to say you're dating one person, they're dating two you're dating one person, that one person is dating you only as well, and there's no intention of dating anyone else. That's exclusive dating. Okay, dating each other exclusively. So this applies to the couples reading as well. So for some of you, you've found your ideal person. You were a player in the past. You intended to play this person, but when you see that, oh my goodness, this is my ideal person, but you're afraid to move forward because you're afraid that what if it's just an illusion? What if karma wants to play a trick on me and I fall for this person and this person breaks my heart, just like I have broken the hearts of many in the past. For some of you, you have been broken, your heart has been broken in the past, but you still carry that burden today. You still carry the baggage today, so much so that you, when you meet someone who is right for you, who you feel is your ideal person, you almost feel like this is too good to be true. Okay, you're afraid to move forward. They want to go steady with you, but you're afraid to move forward. So what is the solution to your challenge? Partnered up Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. The solution here is the star, and this is very fitting indeed. Whether you are in group number 1 or group number 2, meaning to say, if either you're the one who is a player in the past, breaking hearts, leaving a trail of broken hearts, and now you find your ideal person, and you're afraid to move forward because you're afraid of karma. You're afraid that it's just an illusion, it's just a trick the universe is playing on you because you've done so many things in the past that you may not be proud of. Or you could be in group 2, whereby you've had your heart broken in the past, and now that you've met your ideal person, you're afraid that it's too good to be true. So the solution here is the star, and the star is healing. Whichever category you fall into, the first group, the second group, you need to heal yourself, your past. For those of you who were players in the past and now you've met your ideal person, you need to think, what has made you into a player? Is it because your heart was broken and now you're kind of like getting revenge? Is it because it's fun? Why is it fun? That's kind of like a distorted view of fun. How did it stem about? Is it because you have low, I mean, I don't want to be mean, okay? But just a thought here. Is it because of, when you having the ability to make a person want you, boost your self-confidence, boost your self-esteem, which is the reason why you do it, but you're not really into the person, so you break it off and leave hearts broken. So is that the reason why? So you need to dig into why that has happened. And for those of you who are in the second group, whereby you had your heart broken, I get the feeling for you guys. There were some red flags, but you chose to ignore. Okay, and you felt guilty about it. And you have lost faith in your ability to judge people properly. Okay? To measure a person's heart and see them for who they are. You're afraid that you would make the same mistake. But you need to heal the past, heal the past mistakes. Okay? So what do the Oracle cards have to say? What advice do the Oracle cards have for you? Let's have a quick shuffle. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Jeez, I'm loving this reading for Aries today because all the Oracle cards are really making sense, especially when it comes to like summarizing everything what the tarot cards have to say. It's not like something like sideways or out there. Let us express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, you're at the verge of like going steady, of going to a relationship, but you're afraid to take the step forward because you're afraid of karma if you're in group 1, or you're afraid to be hurt. You're afraid that you ignored red flags in the past. You've put this person on a pedestal. You've been, um, what do you call this? You have been blindsided before. You're afraid that it would happen again because last time you felt that the person was perfect and you feel that this person is perfect too. Perhaps that this is another mistake as well. So please express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. Okay? Have faith in yourself, have faith in your judgment, have faith that yes, you've made mistakes in the past for group 1. You've made mistakes in the past. You have to unpack why you came to be that way so that you will avoid making the same mistakes in the future. And I would advise some of you to go within yourself, figure out what made you act the way that you did, breaking people's hearts, and then come out and tell your person, okay? Because it is very freeing. It is very freeing when you admit to those mistakes. Otherwise, you will forever be afraid that they will find out. You'll forever be afraid that you will run into one of those people in the past that you've broken their hearts, and that person will tell your partner. Okay? Don't try to suppress it. Bring it out of the closet when you're ready. And don't delay, okay? When you're ready, you're ready. Tell them, I used to do this until I met you like this, like this. If they have a negative reaction, say, hey, if I want to tell you, I'm telling you this because I care about you. I want you to know the truth. I want you to know the truth. And I want you to hear it from me. That's how much I care and love you. Okay? Because if they hear it from someone else, it's going to be way worse. Okay, so if you would like to watch other videos in this series, you can watch them here. I also make other videos such as pick a card readings, which you can watch here. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!